What is up, YouTube? HCJ here, and welcome to my hopefully, no, I won't be. I'll probably have another Digimon deck for you guys sooner or later before the end of the year. We got Mastemon joining the ranks of things here. Yes, Mastemon. As we all know, Mastemon's going to get a nice boost next year internationally because we're going to be getting BT11, Dimensional Force, which is going to be home to um, our next variation of Mastemon, Angel, Archangel, and Fallen Angel support. And I cannot wait for it because we're going to have our first level 5 tamer, Mirai. And not to mention the support cards for it. So actually, if you guys want to see my video talking about all of that, you can see it in, I'll put a log up above at this time marker, so I'll probably say about the 1 minute mark. I'll have that up for you guys, and the card will have a link to the next video that we'll talk about. And I have one at the end of the video, so that way you guys can see some of the newer stuff that I'll be playing around with when it comes to the Mastemon deck. So speaking of Mastemon, this is what the deck profile is for today in terms of Digimon, because we're going to be taking a look at my Mastemon deck. There aren't too many big changes because I'm primarily just waiting for BT11, and then I'll be building the deck then once BT11 comes out. I also have another deck box and stuff that I cannot wait to show off in celebration of BT11. And of course, the joining of the Angel of Light and the Fallen Angel of Darkness, becoming the Angel of Duality. So, with that said and done, while we go ahead and we go into the deck profile for Mastemon. So, give me just 1 second because I want to separate everything: rookies, champions, ultimates, megas, and all of that sweetness and joy. Alright. And okay, so now that I have all of that separated, let's go ahead and go to. So first off are the Digitama that you see in front of you, 4 copies of Demi-Meromon. Then from there we go on to our rookies. I am running 4 copies of Salamon with 4 copies of Candlemon. Alright, then from our rookies we go into our champions. I'm running 4 copies of Tailmon and 4 copies of Makomon. Then from there, we go into our ultimates. 2 copies each of Angelmon, Holy Angelmon, Lady Devimon from BT3, Lady Devimon from Structure Deck 10, and 2 copies of Lucemon Fall Down Mode. Alright, so now that we are not out, next we go on to our Megas. For our Megas, we have, of course, the star of the show, Miss Mastemon. 2 copies of Ophanimon Fall Down Mode, 2 copies of Regulomon, 2 copies of Ardanimon, and 2 copies of Omegamon Zort's Defeat. And that is it for the Megas. And that is all the Digimon. Now for the Tamers, I'm running 3 copies each of Mako and 3 copies of Kari. And then for my option cards, I'm running 4 copies of Chaos Degradation and 4 copies of Hellflame Sight. Alright, so that is it for the option cards, the Tamers, and basically the main deck and the Digitama. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the explanation. So, Digimon on deletion, as it is inheritable. On deletion, you may delete draw 1 card, discard 1 card from your hand. Simple tactic for the deck because you're going to flesh out a lot of cards that you don't need. There's a lot of ways to pick up cards in this deck. There are a lot of cards that help pick up other cards as well. And Digimon is probably one of the big ones to help with this. I will talk about some options of things that you can easily play in the deck if you want cheaper variants, because I know this is very expensive Digitama because it's used on a lot of decks currently in the game. So don't worry, I'll have all of that at the end of the video for you guys, but I am running it because it's a really good tactic to draw cards, discard cards, and do some hand correction. So from there, let's go ahead and move on into our rookies. So the rookies that I'm playing in my deck, I'm playing the yellow Candlemon, whose its inheritable is that once per turn, when you play another purple Digimon, gain 1 memory. It's a really good option with a lot of the ways that you're putting more Digimon into play. And it's a great memory boost as well because the little bit of memory that you gain can go a long way, especially with a lot of the tactics that this deck has. Next up is 4 copies of Salamon, and I love this Salamon because there's a rare occasion in the Digimon card game where you'll have a Digimon that will be able to look for more than 3 cards, or just any card that looks at the top of your excavates the top of your deck for more than 3 cards. I use the term excavate because it's a term in Yu-Gi-Oh! For this type of method, which is revealing the top 4 cards of your deck to add a particular card from your deck to your hand. In this case, it's 4 cards to reveal a 2-color purple card and add that card to your hand, and the rest will go to the bottom of your deck. There's another variation of this where it's Tsukaimon that does it for Angel, Archangel, and Fallen Angel on the same level, cost, and all of that. But I wanted to go for Salamon because I wanted to get any dual color purple card. And there are a lot of dual color purple cards that I'm running in the deck. So I definitely want to take advantage of Salamon's ability to that. And also get correct cards that you don't want to draw into. Which is something that this deck also tends to do. And a lot of cards have been very helpful in that. So, alright, we're going to move out from our rookies. Let's go ahead and go into the champions. So my champions of choice are Mekomon and Tailmon. I love this Tailmon. Everyone loves this Tailmon. A lot of people are very scared about this Tailmon getting hit because this Tailmon is great for Mastemon builds. And what this Tailmon does, this is the one from the structure deck, where you reveal top 3 cards from your deck to add 1 yellow and 1 purple to your hand amongst them and put the rest at the bottom of your deck. The other ability she has is the very crucial one. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon that has the traits of Archangel or Fallen Angel, you can reduce the memory cost by 2. So she can go into any of the Archangel. So Tailmon can go into any of the Archangel variations or Fallen Angel variations that are around with an easy cost of 1. And it's very broken because that just makes easier plays for a lot of cards like Lady Devimon, Angelamon, Holy Angelmon. Um, God, there's just so many variations of things you can do, and it's very scary when it comes to Tailmon. The other thing about Tailmon is that her inheritable is an end of the turn DNA digivolution, and that can cause a lot of things to occur, and some good things for you, some bad things for your opponent. And of course, everyone will be on the receiving end because this means they can drop Mastemon with ease, being as that Mastemon tactics are a thing that this deck loves to play around. Because why? It's Mastemon. And don't worry, I'll get into those Mastemon play tactics very shortly. So, alright, those are the champions. Then we're going to move on into the ultimate level Digimon. Now, this is the meat of the deck because these are the ones that you're going to be focusing on a lot. So, the Lucidon Fall Down mode, the Lady Devimons, the ones from the structure deck, the one from the core set, and then the Angelamon from the structure deck, and the Holy Angelmon from BT1. Now, when we talk about angels, archangels, fallen angels, this is definitely where you get your loot from. These Digimon are the ones that are going to be helping you get into your Mastermon. They're going to be helping you get into your Phanymon Fall Down mode. They're also going to be a premise for a lot of things that goes on in this deck. If you want, in terms of it, this Lady Devimon right here, the one in the middle, she is very expensive. So if you do want to go into your cheaper options, I always suggest going into the Lady Devimon from the structure deck. And don't worry, we'll have a Lady Devimon that's coming out in BT11 soon. So, like I said, video will be shown to talk about that Lady Devimon. But the ones that I'm running in here do an amazing job of what I need them to do for right now, which is Lady Devimon in the middle. She is the one that drops 2, discards 2 on Digivolution. Her inheritable is that once a turn, when you play a purple option card, when you use an option card in period, she can delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon, and that can be very crucial for things that try to stop plays on the field. But it is an inheritable, so you really have to go into a Phanymon Fall Down mode, or a Glowmon, or a Mastemon, just to get the benefits off of that. Lady Devimon from the structure deck, she is on Digivolution. You may trash one card from your hand to reveal top 3 cards of your deck to add 1 purple and 1 yellow card that has Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits among them to your hand, and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Her inheritable is that all of your yellow Digimon gain a retaliation, meaning that if any Digimon attacks them and takes them out in battle, you can take out that Digimon. It's a really good tactic to get rid of big things that you do not want to deal with, or it's a great way to scare your opponent into having to deal with things that they don't want to, but losing the Digimon in sight. It's a really, like I said, it's a way to clear the board without having so much trouble. Angelomon, because we're going to go to our purple. We're going to go back to our purple soon with Lucemon, but I wanted to go into Angelomon and Holy Angelmon. Angelomon on play can reduce one of your opponent's Digimon security attack by 2. This is a good tactic for a lot of the bigger cards in play that like to do multiple swings or swing at the security for multiple attacks. Then you have her inheritable, which is if you have a purple Digimon in play, security attack +1 to the Digimon that has her as inheritable, which is great because that allows you to swing at your opponent and do some game-winning stuff there. Holy Angemon on play, recovery +1, and then inheritable. Digimon that this card has, it has an inheritable, will gain 1 KDP for every 3 security cards you have. When an effect to put cards into play, when an effect to give you recovery +1 and then giving you power for swinging, yeah, there's a reason why this Holy Angemon is so expensive. And it's simply because of that. Holy Angemon is a great card for security decks overall because of that inheritable in his on-play skill. And a lot of people do hard play the Angemon because of that ability. And then because if you have the Tailmon already under another Digimon as inheritable, that's a quick into Mastemon play right there. So you don't need the Angemon out there by itself. Um, then Lucemon. Lucemon, the Fallen Angel, the demon lord of, I think it's Rage or Pride. I want to say it's Pride. But this demon lord's ability is that on play, on Digivolution, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon or a Tamer. You mainly do this off of the Mastemon plays that we'll talk about when we get to Mastemon. I don't run the yellow Lucemon, which is the one that can Digivolve into this Lucemon for those who are wondering, but it is something that can easily be used or played um, between the two Lucemon. Just I don't have to. Because this deck, in terms of how it plays Lucemon, really comes through playing it through effects. And you're going to be hearing about the effects momentarily. So, alright, we have gone through the ultimates. Let's go ahead and go into the megas. So for the megas that I play in this deck, of course, to start the show, Mastemon. Then Alphanimon Fall Down Mode, Rayquelmon, and then the two big ones, Aldanimon and Omegamon towards defeat. Now, we'll start off with the star of the show, which is Mastemon. Mastemon's effect is that you can DNA Digivolve her by taking one purple level 5 and one yellow level 5 Digimon, and those two will become 1. There is no real pay cost on top of that. It's just how DNA Digivolution works. So you don't pay any memory for it, and you draw one off because it's a Digivolution. Now, on Digivolution, you can place one yellow or purple Digimon in your trash and put that card on top of your security stack face down. When you DNA Digivolve using this card, you may search your security stack to play one level 5 or lower Digimon without playing Digivolution cost, and then shuffle your security stack after. This is a great way because, of course, this is the tactic you use to get Lucemon Fall Down Mode onto the field as soon as possible because you're going to be triggering Lucemon's effect. Now, the other ability off of Mastemon is a really good one, and that is when you play Digimon through an effect, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon who is a level equal to or less than the Digimon you played through the effect. And because Mastemon's effect is an effect, that Lucemon is a level 5, you can delete anything that's level 5 or lower. Now, there's another reason to why I love playing this is because in combination with that, Omegamon towards defeat over there. Because remember, that is an effect of playing himself with through his security effect. So because of that, you can delete anything that's level 7 or lower. Meaning you can take out any megas, and you can take out anything from mega below, as long as they're not level 8. And I believe there aren't any level 8 Digimon currently at this time, so we should be happy about that. But yeah, Tangent, a lot of things you can easily do with Mastemon and her ability. This works really well with Ophanimon's effect as well. Ophanimon Fall Down Mode's effect on deletion is that you can play one purple or yellow Digimon that's level 4 or lower without paying its memory cost. So you can delete any level 4 or lower Digimon with the effects of Mastemon. Then you have her on Digivolving effect, which is if the Digimon Digivolves and its inheritable has a purple Digimon, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a um, level of 6 or lower. And if she has a yellow Digimon, you can recovery +1. And people love that, especially security control decks, because I used to use Ophanimon with yellow hybrid to gain more security. And oh my god, it's such a crazy thing with security. Because yellow hybrid. That's why I love yellow hybrid so much. Because of Mega Monster's defeat, Ophanimon fall down mode, it's the security plays that you have in the deck for bananas. Ray Guillemon, another good mega to have playing around. On play, you can take you can play one purple or yellow Digimon with a DP of 6k or less from your trash without playing this memory cost. But if your security is one or fewer, you may play one angel or fallen angel from your deck, from your trash instead. Meaning you can get someone like Ophanimon Fall Down Mode, you can get someone like Mastemon, and play them with ease. Now, the reason you're doing this is because there's one more effect attached to Virgomon, and that is at the end of your turn, you can DNA Digivolve the Digimon with another Digimon to make a new Digimon. And of course, that Digimon will be Odanimon if anything, because of how well. If you watch Digimon Try, Ophanimon Fall Down Mode and Regularmon make Ardanimon, and that is actually how they ended up encountering Ardanimon. Because you watch Try, you'll get more explanation to Ardanimon in terms of her lore and all of that. Or there's videos on it online as well. But speaking of her, Ardanimon, you can DNA Digivolve her by taking one purple level 6 and one purple level one yellow and one purple level 6 Digimon and putting them on top of each other to make Ardanimon. When digivolving, DNA digivolving, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon that's level 6 or lower, and all of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. And when you do, recovery +1 to your deck. That is an amazing effect for a level 7 because there are a lot of decks that do play a swarm of Digimon, and it's a great way to clear the field and also recover and gain back your security. Now, here's the kicker with Ardanimon. If she were to be deleted, you may trash the top card of your security to play her again. Yeah, this gets really nasty with Ardanimon, and that's why a lot of people play a small number of Ardanimon just because of the whole getting rid of your own security. But it can be a pretty cool thing because there's a 15k beat stick that's coming out. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. Yeah, you get a 15k beat stick that can do deletion and recovery and it bring itself back. Not too many Digimon do that. And then just for reference, of course, Omega Mon's defeat, whose ability is that when he's on play, um, the security effect is you can play him without going to security battle and then playing him. His Digivolve effect, delete one of your opponent's tamers, and his on deletion effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's a great way. It's a lot of deletion on this fallen Omegamon. And because of that, use Omegamon, and this is not one deck that is not skipping out on it. And because of his ability, works well with Mastemon. Alright, we've gone through the Digimon, and that's primarily a good majority of the video. So I do apologize for that. But hey, I talk a lot about my Digimon cards, so people can know what I'm talking about. So, alright, for there, we go on to our tamers, and the tamers of choice I'm playing right now are Mako and Kari. Kari's effect, at the start of your turn, you have 2 or less memory, bump your memory to 3. When a card is added to your security, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. That is a great ability because this deck does focus on regaining security at points, so you can easily gain a memory off of that. Mako. On play, you can reveal top 2 cards of your deck to add 1 purple or 1 yellow Digimon card among them to your hand. You trash the rest. All turns, when you play a dual color purple yellow card, you may suspend the same to gain 1 memory. So Mako in turns works really well with a lot of the dual color Digimon they play. Really good on the in turn with effects like Tailmons to go into DNA Digivolution. which is really good because that's Mastemon, which is a dual setup as well, or Dynamon, which is a dual setup. There's just a lot of dual color setups there. And not to mention Mako's ability to trash cards does help out with Mastemon's other effect when she's on play to put those cards into the security stack. So you can easily trash stuff like Lucemon Fall Down Mode. You can trash stuff to get off the effects of finding one fall down mode as well. Like I said, there's a lot of really cool things you can do with these cards, and that's why we play with. I know a lot of people are switching out Mako for Mirai when she comes out because they're going to be focusing on Mastemon. But it's an option of things you can play there. Alright, we go on to our chambers. Let's go on to the option cards to round out the video. We do have, I am playing the 4 copies of Hellflame Scythe and the 4 copies of Chaos Degradation. You don't have to play 4 of these, but these are the ones that I'm playing just because they are removal cards. And removal is great when you don't want to deal with things. Chaos Degradation's effect is security effect. You place one of your opponent's Digimon at the face down on the top or the bottom of your opponent's security stack. So you get rid of things that you don't want to deal with later on. The other ability is its main effect is place one of your opponent's Digimon face down on top or the bottom of your opponent's security. And if you do, you can trash the top card of your opponent's security. Chaos Degradation, of course, is the signature attack for Mastemon. It's a really good card, like I said, because it's removal. Speaking of removal, let's move on to Hellflame Scythe. Main effect, you can select one of your opponent's Digimon, and it gains minus 6 KDP for the turn. Then you can play one purple or yellow Digimon with 6 KDP or less from your trash without paying any room cost. There are a lot of Digimon in your trash that will have 6 KDP or less, and it's a good option to play around with. The 6 KDP depleted from your opponent can really good for a lot of the lower level cards. Just to get those things out of the way. There is some tactics with Hellflame Scythe. I've seen some people run Make Crackmon to help with that situation because Make Crackmon's on play. Is that you can deplete one of your opponent's Digimon if the inheritable of Make Crackmon Vicious Mode is yellow. So there's some things there. But I'm not playing Make Crackmon. But it's a thing of options that you can easily play with. And I do apologize because these guys are supposed to be a little higher, but I just wasn't paying too much attention. But yeah, that is pretty much it. If there are things that I like to say in terms of options that you can play for the deck that are alive, tons of the memory boost cards like yellow and purple. Speaking of Make Crackmon, here is Make Crackmon Vicious Mode. There are a ton of rookies you can easily play with this, such as Psychmon, Gizamon, Gabumon, Electmon, Sukaimon, and then one of many options for in Digitama can easily be someone like Neuromon. But yeah, these are just some tactical things that, in case of budget, and I can leave a list of budget cards if anyone would like me to in the comment section below. But with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of my Mastemon deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the build. If you guys have any suggestions for any other Digimon players and like to help them out, you can leave those in the comment section below. With that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as that helps out tremendously. And also hit up my social media that is in the links below, and hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content to the channel. And also catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You guys enjoy your holidays as the holiday season is around, and I will catch you guys next time. HBJ, signing out. Take care.